everybody, you're all very welcome to the High Cairn in Ramelton. And I'm going to start off by playing a couple of good old Donegal reels. So that's a couple of reels, and I'm going to play now a couple of tunes with Kieran Kelly, who was talking about playing in the fiddle concert in Glencullen, where here he is. A couple of tunes for Easter weekend. The first one I used to play with Jim McGrath, Lanigan's Ball to McCoy, I think it came from, and the second one's a lovely version from Newfoundland. So let's go. Kieran Kelly. Cairn, fair play to you. Fair play to you. So there you are, that's the union of hands across the border. Well, I'm taking my prop with me now, and I can't see me jacket. Oh, there it is. And we're going to head up the road. I'm going to hand this to my trusty assistant, and up the road now and play a tune on the way up. Doesn't cause consternation among the neighbours. It's just a wee jig. So. Just a wee jig. It's called Mulligan and Bird. Mulligan and Bird. When I was doing that bit of walking there, I forgot that I can't actually walk at the moment, so we were going to go up to that wee cottage up there. I don't know if you can see it, but instead of that, we're going to stop here at what I'm sure used to be a bar. And this is a recitation. Everybody has to be able to do their party piece. This is a recitation called Me and Me Da, and it's kind of a suitable name because my father used to do this in the concerts around Rafo, and he only wore a cap. I'm going to add to the outfit now by wearing this, and one of these reflective jackets is de rigueur if you're a character in these parts. I'm living under Lister and I'm getting very old to wear an engine bag to save me from the cowl. And Delawan on this town land was cleaner rairt nor me, but I'm living under Lister and I'm clabbered in the knee. My father lived in Carman. He kept a servant boy. His second wife was very sharp. He buried her with joy. She was thin and her name was Flynn. She come from Cullentra. And if me shirt's a clatty shirt, the man that blames me da. Concerning women, 'twas a constant word of his. Beware them that's thin, 'cause their temper's easier as. I know too, and I thought I would do, but still I had me fears. So I kiffled back and forward between the two for years. My Margaret, she had no fortune, but two rosy cheeks would please. The farm of land was Bridget's, but she took that pock disease. And Margaret, she was very wee, and Bridget, she was stout. But she had a face like a jail door with a bulge pulled out. I'll tell no lies of Margaret, she thought the world of me. I'll tell the truth, me heart would leap at sight of her to see. And I was slow, you'll surely know the reason for it now. If I left her home from Carman, me da would raise her row. So I skiffled back and forward, and I swithered back and forward between the two for years, until Margaret got a man. Ha! I swithered back and forward till Margaret got a man. A fella came from Mullislan and left me just the one. I mind the day she went away. I had one struck an hour, and I cursed the watch from Cullentra that left me da so sour. But crying cures no troubles, so to Bridget I went back, and I squared her for it that night week, for an her own turf stack. I asked her there and I spoke her fair, about the grand wife she'd make me. I spoke about the land that joined. By God, she wouldn't take me. So I'm living in Drumlister and I'm getting very old. I crawled to Cameron once a month to try and save me soul. Delawan, our town land, was cleaner rairt nor me, but I'm dying in Drumlister. I'm clabbered to the knee. So that's I'm living in Drumlister with a couple of extra bits thrown in for good measure. And I think I'll keep wearing the jacket. I'll hand back the hat. And I'm tempted to go up to this field here and see if this tune works. couple of bowls in there. But we'll go down now. I'll play it. Here's a version. I can tell the story about this. I used to live down near Brookles House, which is where Arthur Darley used to live. He's a well-known violinist and maybe a fiddler as well. And some people reckon that he's the man that's responsible for the tune Brookles Shore, also known as the Swedish Jig, and Arthur Darley's. So I was walking in the vicinity of Brookles House one evening, just like this, lovely evening. I met a man called Clive Evans, and he says to me, "Come here, do you see this?" And he brought me up to the house, and he went to a piano stool and he opened it up, and there was some music in it. And what was there among the piano and violin pieces but a handwritten version of Brookles Shore, but it was actually in C. So I learned it off, and here's it goes. Brookles Shore. So I was going to play a couple of Highlands, and first one's kind of a well, you'll hear it now, and the second one is probably Donegal's most favourite Highland, and it's called Stirling Castle, and I think there are 4 versions of it in the book of Donegal Highlands, and none of them is this one that I'm going to play, which comes, it's a kind of a version from, most of it's from McDorn anyway. finished off with the reel there, and now I'm going to finish off altogether with a tune. I think it's track 15 on James Byrne's latest album, as they say. It's the one that came out. It's the field recordings of James Byrne, the late James Byrne. It's a brilliant album, and this is a tune that it's Gan Annam, but I think he got it from Danny Meehan. So thanks for your company, and thanks for our video assistant here, Violet Buchanan, wearing her father's hat. Just before I go, what do I kind of think of this tune by Franz C. Gerard? It'd be great if I could. Bit rough and ready, but it's a great tune. Talk to you later. Bye.